I'm sure this is something we can all relate to. All right, think about this. I was thinking about this today, and I always talk about this to everyone. Um, when you're growing up, you go to high school, primary, whatever. Everyone, what are they always shoving down your throat? Always study hard, get the best grades. Finish high school with the best marks. Go to uni, spend 4 or 5 years in uni, getting a degree, getting your masters, being in debt for like how much money to the government. But I'm on 70 grand debt and I haven't even finished my degree, and I left my degree. Anyway, what are they teaching you? It's always, you're studying, you're grinding for someone else. It's always get this degree, get a stable career in someone else's company. It's always like that. They never teach you to work for yourself. They never teach you to open your own company. It's always, you want to be more employable, you want to get a job. It's always career, it's always work for someone, it's always be a part of their machine, 9 to 5. Bro, I'll tell you now, like you spend what, and a lot of people that watch this will know, all right? You spend, through high school, you finish high school, you're depressed from how sad it is. It's like childcare. I always talk about it. High school is basically childcare for adults. That's all it is. Okay, how much time you spend at school, how much you hated your life at school. You're always jigging classes. You're always, you're never studying. You don't even care about it. I used to spend all my time after school. Not once did I study. I used to just play RuneScape, Minecraft, just video games, just so I can cope. I hated school. I was depressed from school. Anyway, that's a whole nother topic. The whole fact that the school is like childcare. You get your degree, you finish uni, you're in debt 70, 80 grand to the government. You start applying for a job. All right, and this is the fun part. Okay, you just finished like 5 years of uni. You've only just been doing part-time, working at a cafe, working at this just to make some money so you can live off it while you study. All right, now this is the funny part. You're applying for a job, yeah? You're on Indeed, Seek.com, the different apps, whatever other bullshit apps there are out there. And you're looking through jobs, you're like, oh yeah, oh, I'm ready to work, I'm ready to go crazy. I just finished and I'm so motivated. That feeling when you get your degree and you're mad, you got everything you needed. Now you're ready to sell your soul away to a company. All right, you're looking through the jobs, and each job, you're comparing the salary. This company gives you, free fuel every week. Whatever, they give you a fuel card. This company gives you a company car. This company has better commissions, or whatever it is you're comparing. And then it comes down to, like, say there's two companies side by side, two very similar, they pay very similar, and you're trying to, like, oh, you applied to both of them. You got you go do the whatever, the interview and whatever, and they both come back happy. They're both happy to have you. And then it comes to that decision. You're like, all right, what should I choose? I got these two companies that I really want to work for. I just got this degree. I'm feeling like $1,000,000 right now. I just graduated. I just got this job in the profession of my dreams. All right. I'm also 70 grand in debt to the government, and I've got no experience in this industry except for what I thought I learned in uni. All right. And then the last thing that it comes down to, you're like, you know what? You're reading all the benefits. You're like, oh, this company gives you, fuel. They both give you fuel, for example. Or they both pay your tolls, whatever. And then right at the end, one of them will be like, free, like a coffee machine available for lunch. And you're like, oh, that's it. I'm going to choose this company over a coffee machine. It comes down to just a coffee machine, right? Think about it. And then what does that mean to you? Like, at the moment, it's like, yeah, beautiful. I got a job. That's it. You get this job. You're doing, all of a sudden, and no one told you this, now you're doing 60-hour weeks. You're spending all your time. You have no time to yourself. You're spending 60 hours a week for someone else's company. You're working for years and years and years. Every year you're trying to aim for that 2% pay rise, that 1% pay rise, make an extra little bit of money every week. Now, what does that money do for you? Tell me, what does that money do for you? Every year, inflation is beating your wage or your salary. if inflation went through the roof, they say it's like 5 to 10%. They say 5%. It was even apparently even worse, and whatever it may be. Just look at the petrol prices. If inflation is beating your salary, your pay rises, you know there's something wrong with that. Like, you can't even keep up with inflation. That's the problem. The problem is you're selling your life to some company. You're spending 30 years of your life just like a slave for this person, for this company, for this manager. Over what? What was it over, cuz? It was over what? It was over a coffee machine. Think about it. You based your last decision over a coffee machine. Just the fact that they provide you coffee, like, oh yeah, it saves me $5 a day on coffee. But you just gave your soul away. You never learned how to have your own business. You never learned how to build your own company that you hire people that graduate from uni. No. They just taught you, be part of the machine. Study, comply. As a guy, like, as a man going through school and uni, it's always, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're not allowed to do this, this isn't normal. Brother, I didn't care. That's not who I am. I am who I am. It's a very feminine type of place where you have to sit, like this. Since kindergarten, I swear to God, I always remember, when the teacher's talking. I remember in kindergarten specifically, when I first went to school, we used to sit on the floor. We didn't used to sit on our desks straight away. There was times where I think we'd sit on the floor. I think like the teacher would read us something and we're just listening. We're not writing anything, so we sit on the floor in like just on the ground in front of a board, and we had to sit like this the whole time. And imagine what that does to us psychologically. Think about it. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We're 5 years old. I understand we're still babies. We're still kids. We're being taught. What are we being taught? Being taught how to comply, guys. What are we doing? You're telling a male human being whose grandfather or his great-great-grandfather was out in the jungle slaughtering lions, or his dad was in the war, or his grandfather was in the war, in the trenches with guns and explosions, and you're telling this little kid with all that ancestry of just straight savage human like nature, you're telling him to sit like this. And that doesn't stop in kindergarten. Like, that just continues throughout all of school, from kindy to year 6 primary, and then you go to high school and you think you're mad. Oh yeah, I'm in high school now. I'm in year 7. I'm hectic. I've got my own timetable now, and then it gets worse because now you're going through puberty, and you're still being told what you can and can't do on a daily basis. You can't even wear a hat to school that you like. You have to wear the school's hat. You can't even have a certain haircut. You gotta do what the principal, who's most likely a female, what she tells you can wear. What haircut you can have. Your school bag has to be the same, the one that the school provides you. Like, what does that teach you? Where does that put you? So you tell me, cuz, where does that put you? Now, after you've been through all of that, you finished school, you finished uni, and I guarantee you finish uni, there's no way you're getting a job that you want, in a career that you want. I guarantee you're still working an entry-level job that you could have gotten without going to uni. I guarantee you 99%. There are people, 100%. I know some of my mates, for example, before they even finish their engineering degree, they're working as engineers. All props to them. If that's what you genuinely want, if you genuinely want to be an engineer, you genuinely want to be a lawyer, you genuinely want to be a doctor, and that's a passion for you, go hard. I have nothing to say about you. You're doing well, good. But if you were like me, where you were just told, oh, go to uni, study. I didn't even want to do engineering. I was good at it. I was always good in high school. I always got top marks in high school. I can even show you my awards. I got academic achievements when I was younger, and I got ducks of the year, and I got this, but it was all stupid. It was all stupid because I didn't learn anything. I did good in the tests and the assignments, but what did I learn? Brother, I learned nothing. I learned more in my backyard. When I used to sit in my backyard and take apart TVs and computers, and I used to collect aluminium cans and make I made a furnace. I swear to God, I got a gas can, big gas bottles, obviously empty. I cut it open, put coal in it, cut a hole in the bottom. I ran like a blower into it, and just I started melting aluminium cans in it and pouring them out into molds. I was doing that at 14. They don't teach you that at school. I'm not talking about, oh, they don't teach you how to melt aluminium cans. No, they don't teach you how to think for yourself. They teach you how to go work for someone. They don't teach you how to do the things yourself, how to run your own business. They didn't even teach me how to pay taxes. The most important thing as an adult, as being an Australian citizen or whatever country you're in, the most important thing of being a citizen in that country is your taxes. But they didn't even teach us how to pay taxes. They just said, accountant does it for you. Who knows, your accountant could be rorting you. Your accountant could be the dumbest accountant on the planet and you have no idea. And you're just paying taxes blindly. You have no idea how much you could have saved. You have no idea how much you're even supposed to be paying, but you're just paying because your accountant told you. Why? Because they didn't even teach you at school. Your teachers, your own teachers, all right, think about this. Let me give you an example. When you go to the gym, right, you want to get a personal trainer. All right, you look at it like, okay, I want to get a personal trainer, right? Do you go pay someone who's fat? No, because you want a personal trainer, you want someone to make you, lose weight and be more athletic and whatever, a better body. You go to someone with the best body that you can see, and then you ask them questions. You pay them money. You don't go to someone who's, at the gym, they're a personal trainer, but they're overweight and they're eating donuts telling you, oh, run faster. Nah, guys, you don't do that. Right? Okay. But at school, your teachers, they're teaching you how to live your life. They're teaching you how to invest. Or not invest, I wish. They were teaching you how to, they're teaching you everything that they teach you at school. Okay? And tell me, are they successful? They're teaching you about success, but I guarantee you 90% of them, they're alcoholics. Some of them maybe even use drugs. A lot of them, they have no care for their job. They're just doing it because, again, they were told become a teacher or become a uni professor or a high school teacher or a principal. But it's nothing. It's just all garbage. They're the people that are teaching you, and they're the people that are going to teach your kids. As you're older, okay, when you were younger, you thought your teachers were perfect. Okay, fair enough. But now that you're older, I'm sure you know some people that are teachers. Would you trust those people who are teachers to teach your kids how you want them to be taught? Is that something that you would want to do? Think about that. It's crazy.